Hey, how's it going, everyone? HFT or Happy Fun Times here, back with another fucking live stream. We're doing Team Fortress 2. Solely because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, and not many other people had any ideas to what they wanted me to do either, so we're doing this. This is what we're doing. I have went to go get fucking food. Basically just went, relaxed for a little bit. Thought long and hard as to what the fuck I wanted to do. And essentially, yeah, this was the conclusion. Inside jokes, I guess, is fine. But for me, out of context, if I don't understand it, I mean, you're more than welcome to tell it, obviously, still, you're free to do that. It's just if I'm not going to get it, I honestly have no idea. To me, that's the equivalent of telling someone that, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? Why isn't it loading? Now what's going on? What the fuck? Alright, well now it's loading. Okay, hopefully. No, it's not. Okay, I'm just going to say this real quick. Please don't try and join a game while I'm loading, because apparently that fucking breaks shit. The only reason why I'm pissed is because Valve is not going to do anything about the game. Valve doesn't give a shit about the game. So that's kind of why I'm pissed. So, future reference to anybody. Do not try to fucking join while I'm loading in a game, please. Because apparently, it makes the game shit the bed. Really, really hard. I'm okay, everything's okay, everything is fine. Back to my statement, though. Telling inside jokes out of context if that person isn't involved in the inside joke, in my opinion, is like telling someone, hey, dude, my cousin bought a fucking car. And it's like, I was unaware that this was even a thing going on. Why on earth do I need this information? It's like, oh, you know, it's an inside kind of thing. That's like, that still doesn't answer my question. Oh, today does not suck. Today is okay for the most part. It's just very confusing and very frustrating. Where's my floss? I have a piece of chicken in my teeth that I need to get the fuck out. There it is. I'm not even gonna click join. Well, yeah, I'm gonna click join. Also, hello to everybody else that's here. I'm fucking doing tf2. You know, it's a waste of dental floss when there's only one piece of food stuck between your teeth. And it's like, well, I don't need it. And it's like, well, I just wasted, I don't know, a couple inches or, like, just a little bit of fucking floss just to do away with one thing. Anyway, one other thing I want to say. V, I know you're here in chat. Yes, I saw your messages. No, I did not reply, solely because I was kinda going through some shite. Not anxiety, just mental dilemma. Also, I forgot. Like, I looked at it, I was like, a bit busy right now. Because I was about to go back to streaming. And then it went from, like, streaming to just straight up, yeah, no, I just... And then I forgot. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then things went a bit bestious. So that is entirely my bad. Wait, no, this is what I want. There we go. There we go. Alright, what the fuck am I doing? Clip size, ammo capacity, firing speed, reload speed. This. You know what? That'll do it. That'll fucking do her. God, I hate these fucking headphones. What's that? Floss sucks. That's why you should get the floss picks. Yeah, floss picks are better. It's just, look, the floss that I have, I got for free. I did not pay for the floss that I have. At one of my doctor's appointments, for my anxiety and shit, I was going for a physical, because I also do physicals as well, and like normal doctor shit. So me, at the front desk when I'm like, oh, I'm here for my appointment and shit, I'm like, oh, they're like, okay. I'm like, hey, are these like, you know, toothbrushes, toothpaste, you know, dental equipment and things, these here for free? Anyone to take? No, she's like, yeah, go right ahead. You want one of each or whatever, just go right ahead. So I grab a floss and I grab a toothpaste and I'm like, can I grab like one more of both? Because I don't really have toothpaste at home and I don't know when we'll actually be able to get any more. And she's like, oh yeah, help yourself, I don't care. It's free. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I could have taken the whole container. In all honesty, I'm sure I honestly could have. But I didn't. Also, where the fuck did everybody else go? But no, that's why I have floss. It's not even like actual floss, like not like a big old thing of floss. All it is just like a tiny little gray round hockey puck looking thing that's like maybe the size of a quarter, that has like, I don't know, a couple bits of you know, floss in it. It works for what I want to use it for and what I need to use it for. So for me, it is just a means to an end. If I have some food stuck between a tooth, get the floss, do the thing. Future reference, if I ever, you know, when I actually get any kind of money or income, yeah, I'll probably invest into that. But as is, yeah, no, I'm just gonna use the little fucking rinky-dink floss that I have. The sad part is, I got two of these and I have no idea where the other one is. That's the really shitty part. But what I do know is tomorrow, going to a fucking... Nice. Tomorrow I am gonna be probably bored as all fuck. Because tomorrow I'm going to a license bureau. And apparently at a license bureau, that shit can take a long time to get through. My brother went the other day, or a day, or he went like 2 days ago. Said he was waiting. He went in. There was a long line. He finally got in. They told him to take a seat. He took a seat. He was sat down for an hour. And then they called him up for the shit. And to add insult to injury, they don't even fucking give you your goddamn ID on the spot anymore. They mail it to you. So I'm thinking ahead and I'm thinking smart. Tomorrow I'm going to obviously bring my 3DS games. You know, for sitting down for however long I need to. Of course I want to pay attention whenever my name gets called. I'm also going to bring a deck of playing cards, the normal shit that I would bring on me, like first aid kit just in case something happens, which it never does, but, you know, it's more or less for entertainment purposes, and filler so I don't have like a deck of cards knocking around. keep that on my belt and shit. Probably bring a book with me, honestly. I just ate, so fucking hiccup and a burp, sorry. Yeah, I honestly have no fucking idea. Actually, that's a good idea. Do I bring my normal book? Or, you know what, nah. I was gonna say, I could bring one of my Zelda manga, like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or something, and read that while I'm there. But I don't think I'm gonna do that, mostly because where would I put it? And that's number one. Number two, I don't really feel like reading, like, the whole time. If I really want to do something, I'll just doodle. What is my goddamn ping? It's not the worst ping. And I got deleted by a fucking pyro. I'm gonna be honest, there's a reason why I'm kinda like, you know... There's a reason why I'm doing Wave 666. And that reason is solely because... it is June. In just a little under 2 weeks, or well, next week is July, if I'm not mistaken. Next week is July. And after July is August. After August, it is October. No, August, September. I'm confused. Where the fuck does September fit in? Because I think it's September, October, yeah, September, October, November, December. There we go. Basically, I'm very much excited for October because I really want to play Scream Fortress on this PC, and I really want to stream Scream Fortress with this goddamn PC because of like how amazing it is. Also, note how streaming this, OBS is not in the red. Whereas me streaming a game such as, oh, I don't know, Resident Evil, constantly went into the red for no reason. It's like, oh, it could be the emulator, could be the emulator. The emulator works fine, there's nothing wrong with it. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a bunch of bullshit. We are gonna lose. Don't click out of the game, you fucking asshole. Jesus. Look, I really want to play Scream Fortress. I like the Halloween maps. Now that I actually have, you know, fucking anxiety meds to help with anxiety and shit. And now that, since those work, knock on wood, hopefully that continues to do its job. I can actually enjoy myself, and I can actually somewhat enjoy a lot of the survival horror games to horror games that I genuinely just adored in general. Things that I enjoyed doing, things that I enjoyed playing. And yeah. So I can stream Scream Fortress with probably little to no issues. Not just in terms of like actually being able to stream it, but also not having that little bit of like terror or like slight fear because, ooh, spooky, it's Halloween, it's putting me in a negative mindset. Now I can more than likely actually enjoy my goddamn self. I mean, I'm enjoying this rather, you know, nicely. Ay, Dios mío, por favor. Also, hold on a sec. Steam said that I am currently signed out, or whatever. Why does Steam do that shit where it's like, oh, you're logged out, you're signed out. Sign back in. Bitch, I never signed out. Fuck off. First, I think that's just Valve being a cock. Oh, this is beautiful. Friend system thing is why. Yeah, I don't understand though. I really don't get it. Color me confused, or maybe I'm retarded, but I don't understand. To my knowledge, nothing hit me, but But whatever. I want crits. Give me crits. Give me more of this. That was uncalled for. I'm gonna die again. Yeah, there we go. Bitch, I can't stop shit right now. Move the microphone like slightly further away from my mouth. Goddamn. Nothing I can really do. I'm gonna be honest though, I thought about a lot of different games to stream today. Neither one really stuck with me or worked all that well. Like, oh, yesterday, when playing Resident Evil, I was like, oh, you know, if once I get back from the license bureau or whatever, people want to watch me play the rest or more of Resident Evil, or people want to watch me play, I don't know, Plants vs. Zombies or some shit, then I'll gladly do it. You know, I will gladly fucking, you know, attempt that. I've done it before on stream, I could do it again. And it's like, oh, well, that's nice. But then when the moment came, it's like, I asked people, you know, what they wanted to see. And I had a hard time making a decision. So it's like, shit, I don't know. I kind of want... Part of me wanted to do Resident Evil. Part of me really wanted to do Plants vs. Zombies. Because, like, well, shit, I already set up the thumbnail. And, you know, the title and the game with Plants vs. Zombies. I don't know. God damn it. And I did think of tf2, and I'm like, yeah, no, tf2 has bots in it. And then I thought to myself, hey, well, you're really looking forward to Scream Fortress, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. I don't know. Maybe fucking... Maybe do Wave 666 or some shit. I'm like, oh, well, fuck, that's an idea. Even though it says casual, I will be clearly doing some casual, but until then, this is kind of what I'm left with. What's up, man? Nah. I mean, I already know that they set up, supposedly set up something to, you know, let me read the rest of that. They set up a thing, fight off the bot problem recently. Yeah, but how much is that really gonna work though? Because even if they did that, and if they did, let's say hypothetically speaking, they actually did. Because I honestly find that to be really bullshit and really untrue. For the reason of this. Valve is kind of prone to being lazy and not doing much. Also, on top of the fact that I've actually played a game or two recently, and there's still bots. Probably not nearly as much at the moment, but there's still bots, goddammit. Obviously, they can't get rid of all of them, but like, when you go into a game and a dude is talking about like, oh, I was in like the previous game of 2 Fort I was in, there's like 4 to 5 bots and shit. And there's like 2 to 3 to almost 4 fucking bots on the 2 Fort game that I was on with my friend. So it's like, I'm sure they did something. I'm, air quote, loose air quotes, I'm sure they did. But at the moment, that really remains to be seen. And I really do, you know, love tf2 immensely. I really do, but I'm very sad that Valve just is not really caring as much. If they did do something, I'm not saying they didn't. If they did, why not actually dedicate a little bit more, you know, manpower to it? I get there's an epidemic going on, but you have Clay Entertainment pumping out content, literally slapping them in the face, making them seem like the fucking shittiest company around, in my opinion. Like, I'm not trying to put Clay on a high, you know, horse or some shit, but what I am gonna say is that Clay Entertainment has been doing some stuff. They made a whole other character, which I've made a character mod. God damn it, I'm still working on it. That shit's hard as fuck. It takes a long time. You have literally got to redo every single inspect, every single text line in the game for every item in the game, and that's well over 100 plus. There is so much to do, and I mean so much. On top of that, you also have to do sprite work. You also have to make it look good. You also have to make it work. You also have to make it fit in with the aesthetic and the art style. You also have to make it fit in with the items in general, like, oh, what if your head is too high off your body like my character has, and I just can't be bothered to fix it right now? Then it's like, oh well, I guess. I guess my character's head is just gonna forever be a little bit floaty on top of his body. Or I can probably extend his chin a little bit, which would probably look really stupid. On top of that, well, I mean, to be fair, the Walter shit was kind of lazy. All they did was add like a new main menu and add like a bunch of somewhat shitty stats to a character that is kind of shitty, not gonna lie. I really don't like Walter at all. The Crimson Chin. Now I'm confused. Out of context things, not very great. Considering I'm very easily confused at the moment. I need context. Soup. Look, all I'm gonna say is, people at Clay Entertainment are obviously, they're all working from home. All of them, each and every one of them. But they're still, like, you know, doing work. When did I say making a chin bigger? When the fuck did I say that? You said something. I never said anything about a chin getting bigger. I promise you. 100% promise you. And the word chin did not come out of my mouth. And if it did, it certainly was not in the context of chin and bigger. But fair enough. I appreciate the reference because I like Fairly Odd Parents. Holy balls. I'm actually trying to think of what could sound close to like chin and bigger. I'm struggling to think, but whatever. Oh, there he goes. Anyway, no, Clay Entertainment, they're working from home. Which obviously, me as well as a bunch of other people genuinely appreciate them doing that. Aside from that, like, they've done a lot of content updates. They also said, when they dropped Walter, that they were not that far from... Oh, wait, no, I get you. No, I remember, I know, I get it. Me understand. Me remember. Fucking, I could make the chin bigger for my fucking custom character. That's, yeah, okay, no, never mind. Like I said, I'm a tad bit, well, I actually didn't say, but I'm gonna just throw it out right now. At the moment, I'm a little scatterbrained, so if I seem a little confused as to something, or if I, you know, am a little forgetful, that's partially why, because I'm also focusing on this game. It is, I'm sweating a bit in my room right now. It's a little warm. It's a little warmer than I'd like, but whatever. You asshole. Oh, cool. I'm actually very excited to see what Clay is going to be doing for their next big update, though. Because the teaser image looked like a giant flower? It's all in... Alright, something's not right with my connection or tf2. I can't tell which one it is. Because some videos, not on YouTube, but some videos in general that I watch on Discord that friends send me, some of them buffer a little bit more than they should, when they shouldn't at all. I would very much like to get out of this situation. Thank you. So, context. I don't know. There's so much going on right now. My mind is just fucking crowded. Me is confused. The only thing I can really say is that I appreciate the work that Clay Entertainment is doing, and I really wish that Valve would care just a little bit more about their community and their fucking, you know, video game a little bit more so. Is one reason why I'm kind of like seriously doubting that Valve has done any increment of work. And it's like, oh, well, it's like, don't blame Valve. They barely have anybody working on the game at the moment. Motherfucker, find someone and stick them on. How many people you have working on shit? Well, they're all on other important projects. Well, I'm sure you can fucking take 1 or 2 people. How do you go from having, like, literally, I don't know, 1 or 2 people on the TF team to literally, like, I don't know, 4 or 5? And now it's just inconsistent. Sometimes there's, like, people. Sometimes there's, like, literally nobody at all. And shit. And it's like, well, can you find somebody? You're done with Half-Life, Alex. You're done with it. You finished it. Congratulations. Can we get some more attention, love, and support on the one game that, in my opinion, really fucking needs it the most, because Valve has barely given a shit about this game for a long time. Their recent attempt, like a few years ago, at a major update, a big update, one of the biggest updates, quote-unquote, that they've done. Jungle Inferno. Yeah, no, that was not as glorious or as amazing as you would think. Jungle Inferno, I'm gonna be honest, when it first dropped, was mediocre at best. And the reason why I say this is because it didn't even work on day 1 or 2 when they first brought it up. Didn't even work. The other problem that I had was when it did work, when it finally did, you know, start to do shit, there were still issues, there were still bugs that needed to be fixed like every other day, every hour. Like as soon as you launch the game and start playing, like not even a second as soon as you load into a game or before you load into a game, tf2 is queued for an update. For like a lot of apparently big major bugs and broken shit, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're fucking talking about I'm just loading into a game or about to, and you already want to update for like flying scouts and like a bunch of other shit that I had no knowledge about, or like a bunch of other stuff. I'm sure I could still play, but like it would be within my best interest to like, you know, update and shit. Like, I really do, again, I adore Team Fortress 2. I love the characters, the art style, the comics. But it just seems like that Valve gives not a fuck anymore. And that's the sad part, because it's not just Valve that doesn't care about their games, and it's not Valve that I have a personal vendetta against. It's a lot of companies. Like, Valve doesn't care. Konami stopped caring a long time ago. PlayStation, to my knowledge, doesn't really care as much. Microcock, I don't think they ever cared. Nintendo is somewhat starting to stop not caring, which is very dangerous for companies to be in the mentality of, we could do whatever we want, or like, you know, sell whatever we want in any way that we want, and it's just okay. It's just okay. If we want to do work on the game, we'll do work on the game. If we don't want to do work on the game, shit, we just won't do it, will we? That's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous indeed. Because the longer you go with, like, fucking radio silence and literally not paying attention to you, your franchise, or your product, you're literally setting yourself up and your product up for failure. Like when No Man's Sky came out. Dude made a bunch of promises and said a bunch of things and features would be included into the game. None of them made it in. He lied about every single one. Several, like, I don't know, months or a year or so later, finally added an update to the game that actually added most, if not all, the things that he had promised, or at least a good end. Because, spoiler alert, before before the update or DLC, which, by the way, is also bullshit if you had to pay for it, I'm 90% sure you did. DLC. Before that, the ending was literally you go through a black hole and you end up at the very beginning of the game, and that's it. That's your lot. The end. You did it. Do it again. The whole journey was to go to this black hole and investigate it while doing a bunch of other cool shit on the side that wasn't even in the game, that you couldn't even do. And then nothing. And then they added DLC to fix it, which again, not the way you want to do things, not how you're supposed to do things, not how you should be inclined to do things. I don't want upgrades. I want to fix my pillow and actually play the game again. So, I don't know. To me, it just seems like people have been talking about like a video game crash for like the past few years. I don't see it happening. I just see people getting fed up with like a lot of the bullshit, which will never really happen, honestly. Let's be honest. Some people get fed up with it and actually speak the truth, whereas everyone else will plug their ears and go blah 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 blah. I don't hear it, solely for the reason of fuck you, lol. It's like an abusive relationship where the chick wants to be treated like trash. She knows she's being abused and taken advantage of. She knows she's being cheated on. She knows that like there's something wrong with the relationship. But it's the concept of, oh, it turns me on so much because he's such a fucking piece of shit. That's literally like the relationship between consumer and obviously seller. Between us and the video game companies. Some of us are just willing to pack our bags and find someone else that will treat us right, the way we would want to be treated. As the lovely ladies we are. And some are just downright fucking, the kind of people that you really would hope natural selection would just kind of... but just never seems to happen. Got him. To be honest, I'm only talking about this because I don't really have anything else to talk about. Also, I'm pissed because, again, I want to play this game more and I want to stream it more. But what's the fucking point if all I'm going to get is, like, I don't know, 5 minutes of gameplay before I get ear raped like 50 times by the same bot? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem fair. Whereas, like, I could play Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together, Stardew Valley, Terraria, bunch of other shit, and it's like, oh, well, I don't really got to worry about much, do I? Because those games, you can cheat in them. It's just a lot harder to do, or it is client-side only. Or you have to be the owner of the game that's currently taking place. In other words, Stardew Valley, if you want CJB cheats or item spawn menu, you can have that. You can do that. Abso-fucking-lutely you can do that. Absolutely. And even on a friend's game you can do that. Absolutely. But I don't know. Look, man, I just want Valve to actually do shit they said they were going to do and maintain promises that they promised us a long time ago. They said that both Heavy and Pyro would get, an update. Only one has gotten an update, and the update was mediocre at best. Because everyone played Pyro. No shit. Everybody played Pyro, obviously. No fucking shit. People complained about the new gun, saying it was, like, retardedly good. And that it needed to be nerfed, when it didn't need to be nerfed. The only reason why it needed it, or why it got a nerf in the first place, is the same reason why the Rescue Ranger got a nerf. Hard to cheat at Stardew. Starts Jesus walking to get... Basically, yeah, yeah, okay. I'm talking about, like, actual cheating, not, like, a glitch cheating. But, yeah, you're not wrong. That is how you and me make our fucking bank early game. And that is how we fucking level up our fishing as soon as possible. which is honestly preferable. I'll take it. It's like, you know, it's like the bee. We'll take it. We take those. What was I saying? Right. They said that we were going to get an update for all of that, like for both Heavy and Pyro. Pyro got his, and again, his was mediocre at best. And the only reason why they even nerfed the not gas passer. The only reason why they nerfed the Dragon's Fury? Yeah, Dragon's Fury. Dragon Slayer was the Warpaint. The only reason why they nerfed the Dragon's Fury was because people would complain about it. People said, oh, it's too overpowered, it's too good. No. If you have everybody using the same, playing the same class, using the same weapon at the same time, of course you're gonna get over-fucking-whelmed. Imagine, like, a whole team of heavies using nothing but the Brass Beast or Natasha. Or, God forbid, you know, the Hulong or fucking, Tomislav. They'd have to nerf it. Too good. Too good a weapon. Especially the Natasha with a little bit of slowdown. Too good. Too fucking good in mass quantity. Which I find, again, bullshit. They didn't need to nerf it. The Rescue Ranger, they didn't need to nerf it. It didn't need to cost metal to repair any of your fucking, you know, buildings. And here's why I believe that. The only reason why people even said that the Rescue Ranger needed the nerf as bad as and as hard as it did. Can you not take off my cosmetics, you butt fucking piece of shit? The Rescue Ranger was fine in my opinion. It's just solely the concept of people couldn't work out a way around it. People couldn't figure out how to do it. Like, I would play Engineer on 2-Fort, and I would do the exact same thing, the exact same way, every single goddamn time. Rescue Ranger, yeah, but that's not a reason in my opinion. That's not a genuine valid reason. You can easily overwhelm any turtle nest with, get this, a medic with Uber, a medic with crit, and if you really need it, another medic giving Uber to the medic that's giving crit. So you're covering all your bases. The heavy's protected. The medic is giving protection by, you know, obviously Uber. The other medic is providing crit, and the other medic is protecting. Now, I know that seems a little too overkill, a little overdoing it in my opinion to have like 3 medics. But if you really wanted to make progress, if you honestly cared that much and wanted to progress the game and actually try and cap and get rid of a turtle nest, you should be willing to do just about damn near anything. Well, I thought I was a soldier for a minute. You should be willing to do anything and everything in your power to do that. Not to mention, here's the other problem that I have. Who the fuck cares? It was always a problem that people would complain about on 2-Fort. Who the fuck plays 2-Fort? Nobody. Not a goddamn person. I'll play 2-Fort sometimes, and hell, I'll actually win a game or two. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. I've had games where I've been kicked. Because, oh, he's playing the game, kick him. Or, oh, don't cap, don't cap. Should I cap? No. Yes, no. Yes, no. Don't cap. Cap if you're gay. Cap if you're a fag. Cap if you're, you know, whatever else. Like, all that shit. Nobody fucking really cares, in all honesty. It's casual. The only place that really should matter is competitive, and even then, I don't think anyone in comp would be using that as a very valid strategy for more than, I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds. A minute at best. I'm pissed off that they did nerf the Rescue Ranger because that was honestly, that's one of my favorite shotguns. Now, it's not really all that noticeable. I do have to be mindful about my metal consumption and actually have metal. But here's the thing. because Valve gave in to the whole peer pressure of, oh, you know, maybe people are right, complaining about it too much. Maybe, you know, we should nerf it. Maybe we should change it. Maybe it shouldn't, you know, be as good as it is. In my honest opinion, do I have a... I don't have a map for Brazil. Alright, never mind. It's unjustified and it's unfair in my opinion. It's like, again, the reason why they nerfed the, you know, Dragon's Fury. Why are you going to nerf a new weapon that you, number one, should have already taken into consideration what it was capable of, and what it could do? Number two, balanced it, worked with it, beta tested it beforehand. And number three, just basically had common sense and said, yeah, no, these people are just fucking retards. That's why they had to fucking buff the goddamn, that one, crocodile skin thing for the, what the fuck was it? What was it? I don't remember what it was called. Darwin's Danger Shield or the, Razorback? I think it's called the wait, no, Razorback is the shield. Darwin's Danger Shield. Yeah, we'll go with that one. The only reason why they buffed that was solely for the reason of, okay, fair enough. The only reason why they nerfed that was solely for the reason, oh no, they already left, never mind. Of, again, too many pyros. You make an update about one class, giving them a bunch of new weapons, what the fuck you think's gonna happen? I mean, maybe fucking, again, test your shit before you do it. Don't just do it and say, oh, maybe this will put us back on the map, give us some popularity, and then we'll just fucking completely outright ignore the game for, like, years on end after this. It was bullshit when it came out, it was broken as fuck, didn't really work the way it was supposed to. They had to buff and nerf several things. They changed the panic attack, which was retarded. I liked how that was before. That didn't need to change. That was what made the gun unique. Let's see. Rescue Ranger Turtles. Why, I already read that. After this, I'll send you a video on why TF2 shouldn't have been competitive game to begin with. Well, yeah, it's not really a competitive game. It's more or less casual. And casual should be what it says. Casual. Obviously, people are going to take casual a little bit seriously because competitive is AIDS and bullshit. Everyone will. I'm going to go into. I'm going to do a comp game after this. I'm going to straight up go into a comp game after this game is over, and you'll see why comp is fucking retarded. You'll see why people treat casual so goddamn seriously. It wouldn't be as bad if Valve just, again, worked on the game and cared about the fucking, you know, community. Instead of putting meme, you know, cosmetics in, why don't you put a bunch of cosmetics in? What about a bunch of, like, what about all those Smithmas war paints that I voted for? And you didn't even have a fucking war paint case that year, you assholes. Or if they did have a war paint, it was really shitty and they didn't even do, no, they did cosmetic. They didn't do war paint. I remember that. Or they didn't do either. I remember that. Fucking assholes. Why even have people work, like, actually put time and effort, like, actual people that are genuinely good at, like, coding, design, and actually, you know, getting shit to work and work right in your game, if you're not even gonna fucking use it? Like, it's not a guarantee that it's gonna be used. But can you at least, you know, do some of them that are actually good? And not all the bullshit meme ones? Like the fucking Dancing Doe, which was the Ricardo one? That really didn't need to be in the game. The fucking Turtle Engineer cosmetic, that didn't need to be in the game. The Crocodile Sniper, that didn't need to be in the game. Like, I get it, turtle engineer, haha funny. I mean, I can kind of see why, but I'm pissed off that it got in the game over a lot of other cosmetics that I voted for and wanted to see in the game. But why the fuck did we need a crocodile outfit for the, you know, the sniper? When has anyone called sniper a fucking croc? There was no reason for that, and that just took up space for a very valid cosmetic. Now, whoever made that cosmetic, it does genuinely look nice, but in my opinion, to me it just seemed like a waste only because the rest of the cosmetics were a bit bestious in my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, right or wrong, I'm entitled to the opinion of, you know, cosmetics. I'm not like the, you know, person to like deem what is and what isn't fit to be in the game. But I will point out and state things that I believe that should not have gotten in the game, or maybe should have at least been reconsidered. Because there's a lot of good like coat and like chest and like hat cosmetics like misks, again torso cosmetics, leg cosmetics, arm cosmetics, facial cosmetics, hats, hair, mustache, just shit like that. There was so much and so many references to so many good games, movies, and genres. Like, there was actually one for Colonel Volgin from Metal Gear Solid 3. That should have gotten in the game. I don't know why it didn't. I honestly don't know why it didn't. There was another one, and it was for Soldier, and it made him look like Snake, or Old Snake, because it had, like, the big mustache. I don't know how that didn't get in, because it actually was very good. I really liked it, and I'm 90% sure a lot of people really wanted it in the game. Personally, I think Valve kind of monopolizes a little bit of the, you know, community workshop. Just because they're like, oh, well, you know, this is a hot meme that's very popular. I see this all the time. Let's stick this in the game because it will sell for a lot of money. And it will also sell for a lot of money in terms of unusual. And double that if it's multi-class and if it's a god tier unusual. So not only do I feel like they're monopolizing it in terms of, we know you'll spend money on it, we know that you'll fucking unbox a lot of crates, etc. Cases, crates.
So you dragged me way across town. See, it's a big smoke. Just in time, that's it. So what? Just a nigga. What the fuck? Nah, fuck. You see? Sorry, is it? God. What a nice ride. Nah, fuck. You see? Chill the.
I hate this so goddamn much. I digress from all that, though. I honestly, at the end of the day, Valve, can you just fucking own up to what you said you were gonna do? Finish the final comic book. I don't care what you gotta do. Get it done. Do the heavy update like you said you were going to. You were late, motherfuckers, if I'm not mistaken. You were late. They said that they were going to do, you know, the heavy or pyro update. And it's like, okay, pyro 1, we'll do it sometime during this upcoming holiday season. Holiday season comes and goes. Nothing. A few more months go by. Nothing. A few years go by. Nothing. Until one fateful day in October of all seasons, of all months, for God knows whatever reason, Jungle Inferno pyro update coming. It's bigger than the update that we did. It's bigger than Uber. And it's like, motherfucker, that remains to be seen. You literally, in my opinion, you took more community maps than self-made maps for the Mayan update. You didn't do the Mayan update when you could have done it. You did Jungle Inferno instead. You fucked over a lot of people. Used a lot of fucking maps that could have been put to much better use somewhere else in some other way else in favor of doing some bullshit. You also genuinely sucked
cocksucker. Give me 15 with keys, motherfucker. So, what kind of shoes for now? They got shit now. Well, what you gonna do? Rob a nigga? Rolls through. Throw guns at him? Say, what happened to Emmett? Emmett? Gagsy.
Yeah, now they went quiet. Wait, I called that vote. What the fuck? Fucking goddamn bullshit. So anyway, they were late to doing the update for Pyro, and then they do it. It comes out. It's supposed to be the biggest update. Mediocre at best. Kind of sucked, but was still nice. Still refreshing. Said they were going to do the other update. They were going to do both. It was just a contest to see who'd get it first. There's no talk about an upcoming update for Heavy anytime soon or at all. There's no talk about any other plans or updates. They only occasionally release new cosmetic cases once in a blue moon. Hence, the name of one of the cases was Blue Moon. Haha, fucking funny. They don't really do anything anymore. They don't do anything important. They don't do anything else. So, I would like to see the comic finished. I would like to see the Heavy update come out. And honestly, I feel like not just me, but the rest of the community is entitled to a little compensation. In terms of, like, Valve should literally give everyone on tf2, and I shit you not, let's see, I haven't decided on the amount yet, but let's say 4 keys, 8 man-up tickets, and a voucher, which gives you a severe discount on anything you want on the Manco store. Like, I'm talking, take the price of any existing item on the Manco store, reduce that by half, and add no fucking tax to it. Now, a lot of you would probably be thinking, well, Happy, that's fucking retarded. You complete debil. You know how much money they would lose? Well, you know how much money they'd gain for actually being, you know, smart about shit? They've gained a lot of money through Half-Life Alyx and shit. On top of that, I don't know, release a new case. Don't release, or like release, you know, a couple keys for that new case. Like, at least 4 to 5 keys, so that way, you know, people can at least unbox, you know, some stuff early on. And it doesn't matter if you have money or not, a job, income, or whatever. You can unbox something, or you can sell them. Yes, all of them will be tradable and marketable. You don't have to use them, and that would be the other thing that Valve should fucking do. Make any item that you get in the game, from fucking Scream Fortress, etc., make it tradable and marketable. All cosmetics. If not marketable, then make it tradable. Because god cunting, damn it, I have a Hound Cov in my fucking inventory that I don't even want. I have a friend that actually would really like it. I don't want it. I don't give a shit about it. I feel bad that I actually, you know, feel this way about it. It's not a bad cosmetic. It's just nothing that I personally give a shit about. I'd rather have the Metamedes for it. And I'd rather just straight up give that cosmetic to a friend, or, you know, fucking whatever, than just have an item in my inventory that I'm never going to use, and I can't get rid of it or scrap it down, because then I'd feel bad because I got an item that is very expensive to get a hold on in the first place, that I got for free, that obviously someone else really wants, and it's like, well, I feel like a piece of shit getting rid of it. That's like being given a fucking golden frying pan, and it's not tradable, it's not marketable, and you don't want it. You didn't ask for it. You're great, you know, you're happy to have something that's very expensive, you know, especially around certain times of the year, just in general. And you just don't want it, but you can't get rid of it. Because if you do, then you're fucking stupid. And people will make you definitely feel like you are. That's how I fucking feel. That's how I think. So 4 keys as a way of saying we're sorry. 8 fucking man-up tickets as a way of also saying sorry. So it's like, oh, sorry for the lack of updates, sorry for the inconsistency, sorry for the fact that we just don't give a shit about y'all, or didn't give a shit about y'all for like a long period of time. And again, a voucher for literally half off of anything you want in the Manco store. So that something special for someone special, which what once was over a little over $100, would literally cost you $50. No tax. Never gonna happen. Wishful thinking. And even I think it sounds stupid because it's like, number one, I'm making Valve out to be like a monster, like a horrible fucking company. They're not necessarily a horrible company. It's just they've had this game for years. They've been milking it for all it's worth for years. They've been late to a lot of things. They fucked up on a lot of things. They've taken certain things that people wanted to do, especially the community, and they bent it to their own way so nobody gets any kind of contribution or recognition for their hard work. They still use assets that other people made, and even then that's not good enough. I don't think they were fully compensated for that work. So it's bullshit. It's honestly genuine bullshit. I genuinely feel like everyone that plays TF2 is entitled, if not like, 4 keys, 8 tickets, and a voucher, at least give us a fucking voucher. A voucher, or how about this? Instead of like taking a heavy loss in terms of, a voucher, why don't you do one smart thing and just give everyone like a couple Manco tickets? For Man versus Machine. You give a couple people some tickets, you might get some people addicted to it. You might get some people hooked because it's like playing the lottery and basically gambling. So, why not? It's a win-win for you, and it's not really costing you anything but like, a couple bucks per player. They give out a fucking Manco ticket for the most part every year. Sorry, hiccup and a burp. Every year on, Smithmas in October. So it's like, what's the difference between giving away some paint, a name tag or a description tag, and a man-up ticket that you can't sell? What's the difference between doing that for free once a year and like doing that as a way of saying sorry for literally being an incompetent fucking company for like years and years on end? Not doing anything so much about the bots, not really doing anything about like a lot of exploits, not fixing a lot of things, nerfing a lot of things that never really needed it. Although it's justified by many, it's really not. Here's the thing. If the Rescue Ranger, also hello to Hunter in chat, if the Rescue Ranger needed to be nerfed, if Valve and a lot of people genuinely fucking believe that it needed to be nerfed, then I want Valve to nerf the Holiday Punch. You are no longer allowed to make any Uber player laugh. You are not allowed to stop them from pushing. You are not allowed to stop a medic from, moving and Ubering someone, but also, they're still Ubered, but you're not allowed to punch someone and stop them mid-Uber and fuck them over. That is abusable, and that's bullshit. Although, hey, it's not done super often, and it's a legit strategy. Well, so is being a fucking turtle engineer, and it wasn't super abusable, and it was easily overcome, you can easily overcome that shit. But people were too stupid to fucking realize that, hey, this is what you can do. Whereas people are still kind of stupid to be like, hey, maybe we should, like, have more than one Uber push out and actually watch, our, fellow medics' backs to make sure that an asshole with a fucking who's-a-what's-its does not, fucking punch someone in the back. Let's see. What kind of TF2 is your favorite? What the fuck kind of question is that? I'm confused. What kind of TF2 is your favorite? This one. I'm making a joke. I'm sure you 90% sure it was like a spelling error or something. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Feel free to rephrase the question. I will gladly answer it, honestly. If you're talking about character, that would be Pyro, Medic, and Soldier. Love those 3 classes immensely, but no. If they felt the need to Uber the Rescue Ranger, I want the Holiday Punch nerfed so it no longer either makes people laugh when you punch them, or it no longer at least does that to Uber players. Get rid of that. Also, the answer to the question, can you play? Currently in the middle of a game right now, at the moment. And in order to join, you would need to be on my friends list. There's also things like, you know, community servers. Anyone's more than welcome to join community. I don't know if I am going to be doing community at any point today. At the moment, I've kind of just been like really pissy because today hasn't been horrible, but it's also been kind of shitty a little bit, only in terms of not knowing what to stream, and that kind of pissed me off because I wanted to stream earlier, because I tend to go to bed a lot sooner than, like, I tend to go to bed like relatively, you know, early now because of the medication makes me sleepy. I stayed awake until, like, I don't know, 11 or 12 last night with my friend V playing Stardew. And whatnot. But aside from that, I think I posted, like, 2 or 3 ats in my Discord group. Now, again, it's fine. You know, it's not, I'm not, like, a stranger to the concept of, like, me posting an at, saying, hey, what do y'all want to watch me do today? What do y'all want to watch me stream? Not really anybody said anything at any point, and it's like, oh, y'all want to watch me, like, and that was yesterday, too, when I was doing Resident Evil. It's like, hey, I'm not going to the license bureau today to get, you know, my ID, so y'all want to watch me do the rest of Resident Evil or Plants vs. Zombies? Radio silence, which again is 100% fine. No one is required to say anything at all. But it's like, okay, I don't know what else to do, and I can't make that decision myself, so I'm gonna just fuck around and do something else. I think I posted, like, again, 2 or 3 ats for suggestions. Much of the same result. Now again, I'm not, like, I'm trying to not make it sound like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those help me help you situations. If nobody, like, you know, gives a suggestion, for the most part, I genuinely need the assistance and suggestion. If nobody actually says what they want to watch, for the most, like, half the time I know what I want to do, and I'll kind of hint that or let you know going into it. And half the time I have no fucking idea what I want to do at all. And if nobody says anything, then I have no idea what to do. And if I have no idea what to do, I can't just pick something on my own all the time, because it's like, well, I mean, you're a big man, make your own choice. And it's like, well, I don't know. I want to do Resident Evil. I want to do Plants vs. Zombies. I kind of want to do Don't Starve Together. I kind of want to do TF2. I can't make a choice. And it's not like I can post a vote on Twitter. That'll only probably get 1 vote at best, and even then, it's more than likely not going to get anything. If I do, like, a thing on my Discord and, like, do that, if nobody answered to the first and the second at everyone, then what makes me think that anyone's going to do this? And I don't want people to think that I'm spamming a bunch of suggestions and ideas and shit because I don't know what to do, or because I'm genuinely trying to squeeze an answer out of people. That's not my intention. It's just, for me, if I do a thing and no one says anything, for the most part, I'm just not going to know what to do. And then I feel bad because, like, well, I know people, you know, would want to watch me do something. So it's like, oh, okay, so just pick something. If people just want to watch you do something, do something. Well, it's like, true, but I also want to do something that I genuinely, you know, want to do, not have second thoughts about. The second I hit the stream button and start playing, then I'm in a shitty mood, because it's like, I don't want to play this anymore, I want to play this now. Now I actually know what I want to play. And then it's like, I can either nut up or shut up and commit to it, or I can restart, and it'll take me a lot longer to get to it, not right after I'm done, or what have you. I asked some friends, I didn't really get any kind of reply, which is fair. The Nether update for Minecraft just fucking dropped today, which is honestly cool. Haven't had the experience or the pleasure to play that yet. Probably won't be able to at all with any friends, because none of the other group of friends that I play with, like, you know, Sleepy, Beanbag, and Potato, none of them have Windows 10. My friend Sleepy has it for Switch, which is obviously Windows 10 edition, or Bedrock edition, is cross-platform. So one person could be on PC, one person could be on console, one person could be on, like, you know, a mobile device, like a phone or a tablet, and actually play the game. But, like, my friend Sleepy can't figure it out. It's hard to explain. He's given up on it. He doesn't really care all that much to try it. I don't think my friend Beanbag has it for any other thing. I know my friend V has it, but he's more used to modded. And even then, that wouldn't... I kind of want to play with just more than one person, if that makes any sense. Like, I'll gladly do it with one person, but, like, I do kind of want to, like, do it in a group, like in... I don't know. I kind of miss the days when I used to do show with, like, 3 or 4 people at a time, where now it's just, like, me and, like, one, at best, one. Which, you can't really fix that, you can't really change that. Beggars can't be choosers kind of thing. And I appreciate, obviously, that I at least have one person that wants to do shit with me. Of fucking course. But, you know, games like Minecraft, games like Don't Starve Together, games like, you know, Stardew. Well, Stardew's fine with, like, one person. But, like, Don't Starve Together, that's also fine with one person. And that's honestly preferable, because me and V used to play that a lot. Like, before his PC shat the bed. That was fun. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed that it's mostly the fact that a lot of the friends that I do have right now that want to do shit either want to do shit a different way, or they just don't want to do it at all because it's not fun to them or it's boring. In terms of, like, I love Don't Starve Together. Fantastic game. I only have one friend that actually enjoys that game immensely. One friend. And that is V. My friend Sleepy got the game gifted to him by one of our other friends. No interest in the game. Beanbag, he bought the game. Played it once or twice. To my knowledge, no further interest in the game. Potato, I honestly have no idea. I've seen him on it a few times, but he's never opened up or reached out and said, "Hey, let's play, monkey." And it's like, oh, okay. Yay, new level. Alright, I'm gonna back out of this real quick, because that's a no es bueno kind of thing. Alright, let's see. Well then, let's just stare... when you get off, or let's just Stardew when you get off stream. Your server has grown idle for too long. You need to re-socialize your server. I actually have Minecraft. I know that that's the other thing. That's the thing. I'm not pissed off at, like, you know, the lack of feedback or anything. I know it's my fault. I haven't done anything with my Discord group since I made it. I didn't fucking... Okay, when I used to stream, like, every fucking day, every week, just about, years ago when I first started, when my channel blew the fuck up as much as it did, I would have people come in, and it would be somewhat, you know, there. The attention would be a little bit there. Votes would be there. People would be there. Stuff would be there, and progress was actually a thing. But then I kind of slowed down, and See, the fucked up thing is, it's both my fault and at the same time, it's not my fault. It is my fault because I let a lot of things get in the way of stuff that I wanted to do. But it isn't my fault because anxiety is very bullshit. I didn't plan on it. I didn't want to do it. Or I didn't like it. Like, you can't fucking plan that shit. You really honestly cannot. I didn't ask for anxiety to just sneak up and fuck me in the asshole with no lube. And that's part of the reason why I clammed up and didn't do anything. Because I was like, oh, if I start doing something, I'm going to be like in a really shitty mood, or I'm going to be like choked up, or I'm going to be more focused on like the issues that are bothering me with my anxiety over literally anything else. Sometimes I do the occasional video or stream, and for the most part, I was just dormant. It is very much my fault. But at the same time, it's like, I didn't ask for the amount of issues that I got. But it was my choice to clam up and not do anything. So it's just as much my fault, you know, if not anything else. It is, in fact, my fault. I'm not saying it isn't, and I'm not, you know, placing the blame on anyone else. I'm not blaming everyone else for saying, like, oh, you all should have fucking supported me, you all should have known, or stuff like that. Like, no, that's bullshit. No one would have fucking known. No one could have known. Anyone, if and when they did, what the fuck would they have been able to do? I was barely able to fucking do anything. I was barely able to focus on, you know, watching, you know, YouTube. I was barely able to focus on talking to friends. Barely able to focus on, like, literally just about damn near anything. Whereas at the moment, things seem to at least be getting back to the way it used to be, and that makes me really happy. But at the same time, it's like, holy shit. I did it to myself. It's my fault. I don't want pity. I don't need any extra runaround Sue bullshit of, oh, you poor thing, I'm so sorry. Like, no, fuck that noise. I chose to clam up because I couldn't do anything. I can do shit now, and I'm actually trying to prove to people that I'm actually, you know, trying to become relevant again. But it just seems that nobody at this moment in time really cares. Because that's a very dangerous game. When you start getting any amount of popularity, when you get any amount of popularity or any kind of boost in numbers, in any way, shape, or form, you know, if you know, fucking err away from that for even a second, you are forever condemned. It's like, what's the name of that one Minecraft YouTuber? Was it Skippy Longhead, Skippy Longnose, or some shit? Whatever the fuck his name was. It's not Skeppy. I know who Skeppy is, but it was like Skippy Longhead or whatever the fuck. He had like a cat as his image. He had like a dude that used like a banjo from Banjo-Kazooie model, you know, as his fucking player model. Stampy Longhead or Stampy Longnose, whatever. It was Stampy, not Skippy. See, that was the thing. Skippy basically focused a lot of his time on his own life and shit, which is fine. At least he did something worthwhile and something he wanted to do. For me, it was a different reason where I wanted to focus my time on doing shit, but couldn't. So when Skippy started basically taking more and more time off to, like, you know, work on another project or play other games or do other things or literally just like work on, I think he was writing a book or doing something else, he basically went out of relevancy because he stopped doing what he was doing. The views weren't as good, the numbers went down, but the thing is, he didn't care. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not obviously saying that he did it for the views or the money, but I'm using what happened to him as an example. If you become relevant, if you slip up, if you fuck up in any way, shape, or form, good fucking luck coming back from that. Whereas again, I am trying my damnedest to be relevant again. I've been streaming for the most part damn near every day, mostly because I want to, not so much to become relevant again. I've been streaming a lot recently because it is something that makes me, again, it makes me happy. It gives me something to do. It gives me a chance to try and basically pull a Metal Gear Solid moment. And basically, okay, at the end of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, obviously Big Boss went into a coma for several years. Introduced Metal Gear Solid 5 Part 2, The Phantom Pain, where it's like, oh, Snake, we need you to basically recruit more people and, you know, build that base of yours one more time again. You know, for all the marbles, for all that shit. Is essentially what I'm trying to do. Now again, numbers and shit only matter. The only time numbers only matter to me, in particular, is the amount of people that I actually meet. Because you can meet a lot of nice people doing this shit. That's how I met Nope64. That's how I met, you know, a few other people that I am genuinely struggling to remember. Acid was one of them. He was one of my regulars. He's fucking awesome. Let's see, what the fuck is going on? Because I have, let's see. Stampy, okay. Stampy, you're saying Skippy again. Sorry. Can't blame you, though. So, Stampy, okay, yeah. I already talked about that. I don't really need to go back into that to correct myself. You know what I meant. I'm thinking of Skippy, and even then I don't really like Skippy, honestly. He seems like a bit of a douchebag, not gonna lie. Seems like a bit of a douchebag, but we ain't gonna get into that topic. I don't know him personally. I don't know his life. I don't know him at all. He just has that voice and that attitude that screams, I'm an asshole. Then again, I probably do to a lot of other people as well. So... the fuck was I gonna go on... what the fuck was I going on about? Basically, trying to become relevant. Right. Numbers only matter to me in terms of, like, again, building a community, meeting people that I, you know, can genuinely, you know, that can, you know, they like my content, I enjoy their company, and it's not so much for, like, them, you know, watching my content, likes, subscribes, etc. It's mostly just the concept of, like, you know, because I met, yeah, Nope64, and I met Acid and a few other people from doing YouTube. Who's to say I can't meet someone else doing this shit? Who's to say I can't make any other good, great friends that would basically, you know, go on to be some of my actual, you know, genuine best friends? Me and Nope64, he started off as a viewer. Me and him have actually met IRL. We have hung out before a few times. But that's because he was local to the area. Now, I'm sure a lot of people would say, oh, like, you know, obviously do not trust people that you meet online. Do not trust anyone unless you're an adult, and even then be very careful, because you don't know, you know, what kind of people you can meet online or whatever for whatever reason. But for me, it's like, I've talked to him, I've known him, he seemed cool. So fuck it. Fucking got on that horse, grabbed it by the balls. Hi-ho Silver, see where it went. And it turned into a very genuinely nice friendship. So, for me, it's not so much a numbers game as it is, see how many people I can reach. See how many people that actually, you know, would be entertained by both me and my content and, you know, what I have to say. Potentially, you know, at some point in the future, make friends that would, you know, that go on to be like, you know, supporters of, like, the channel, the content, and me, what I do, what I, you know, am as a person, as a content creator, and again, develop into a pretty good fucking solid friendship. And not just, like, you know, in terms of, like, oh, you know, he's got numbers, I've got numbers, we can fucking increase both our numbers. It's not that kind of thing. It's not a he said, she said situation. It's more or less just the fact of, like, oh, shit, we have a lot in common. nice. You know, something like that. It's like going on a random online game and meeting someone. And it's like right away, you just immediately you click. It's like when me, V, and Joji and a few other people met. I met V in tf2 on a trade Minecraft server that I no longer go to because the staff is disgusting. Never go to Black Wonder Trade Minecraft. Or Neon Heights. They're genuinely disgusting. I don't know if Neon Heights is the I don't know who made the map, but the host of those servers, the Black Wonder, they're disgusting. They're absolute trash. Do not support, would not recommend. But do what you want. Me, V, and Joji met the same day. I believe that is all. I don't know if we met Cole that same day, or Top, or I don't remember. That was when we were using Skype at the time. We've been friends for years, and we literally had just met there. We just fucking hung out because obviously we're all fucking baked potato weetards. Haha, funny. Went off of that, had fun. And, well, there you go. Basically, there you fucking go. I'm gonna steal your HP. No, Scooty Puff Jr. This is for me. Now watch as I didn't even get to finish my monologue. I was gonna say, watch as I finish. Or, like, not finish, but, like, waste the amount of HP that I got. I know Cole and Top, and showed them to you guys. Okay, so you already knew those two. I had to be one or the other. You also knew Skrillex, which you introduced him to me and Joji sometime after that. Didn't really think much of Skrillex at the time. I just kind of thought he was like more of a sensitive bastard in terms of like his interests, his likes. And it went from that to actually getting to know him, talking to him, and I'm like, well, shit, I genuinely enjoy your company. Didn't think we would actually get along as well as we did, but you have fucking surprised me. We actually get along fairly fucking well. I don't know before you and Joji. Yeah, no, you, me, and Joji met the same day, as well as this other kid, but we never talked to him again. Mostly because, no offense, he was a small child. Fucking, we did, well, I didn't do it, but it was like the tf2 WarioWare shit. And it went from that to talking on Skype, to when Discord came out, we all started talking on Discord. Started playing games a lot more together, hung out a lot more together. And again, it went from that to that. That's basically the equivalent of, like, you know, meeting new people on stream. Like, any new person that pops up on my stream that genuinely takes a liking to me, and actually, you know, genuinely wants to support both me and my content by, like, you know, showing up, or, you know, showing up afterwards after a while, despite the fact that it's not an obligation. It's just show up when you want, show up if, you know, when you have the time. You don't have to. It's not recommended. Well, I mean, you do whatever. It's not really recommended or, you know, forced upon you. Anyone that shows up at any time could literally have the potential chance to actually, you know, be more than just a viewer. And that's not me encouraging anyone. That's not me, like, setting up a standard saying, hey, you stick around long enough, you could be my friend. We can play games together. Like, no, not that bullshit. I'm just saying, like, stuff like that can happen. And any one of you that actually has your own channel and makes your own content, I implore you to have the same mentality going in. Do it for yourself, not so much for other people. Do it for... The only time you should ever do it for other people is, you know, again, for entertainment. And the general concept of, you know, wanting suggestions for things to do. Don't do things too early. Like, don't ask for, like, you know, shout-outs from any other big YouTubers. Don't do shout-out to yourself at a young, you know, small channel. Unless you really adore this person and you want to show your support. Then you go right ahead. But don't do it for the sake of, you know, recognition from them or whatever. be sure to let everyone know that I am not associated with this person or this creator, but I do like them and the content that they make, etc., etc. Basically, just let people know that, you know, you're not associated, but you do appreciate and adore them. And just, you know, your overall stuff. What is this in chat? What is this in the chat? B-Man was the guy. He just never showed up after the first few days and slipped into obscurity. Then, okay, fair enough. Yeah, he kind of did, which, to be fair enough, that is fine. Because I don't know how old he was. He must have been, like, I don't know, 10 or 11 at the time or some shit. And the only reason why I even talked to him in the first place was because you guys were around. And even then, y'all were, like, fucking 16, 17, almost 18, almost, you know, 19 or whatever. Basically, almost borderline fucking adults, or damn near close to it by like a year or two. 13, 14. Well, that was years ago. That was like 5+ years ago. I don't even remember how old I was. I think I was like 19 or at the time when we fucking all met or some shit. So it wasn't, for me it wasn't like too out of the question, whereas like right now if I met someone like 13 or 14, being a 24-year-old man, well not man, but like, well, I wouldn't consider myself a man, I'm still very childish, and I don't look 24. But being, well, yeah, young man, I guess. Being a young adult, I guess, that wouldn't look good on me or anything else, nor would I really want to talk to anyone under, like, 17 would be the limit. But even then, that's mildly questionable, and I wouldn't really want to. Yes, you were like 20 or 19. Yeah, that basically. So for me at the time, it's like, well, I mean, I've had friends that were like a little bit, you know, basically in the same age group anyway. So it didn't really matter to me, because I had known Parker, and I had known, wasn't Acid. It was another person I used to hang out with that I used to talk to all the time. And I met him in Gary's Mod when I first bought Gary's Mod and did, like, you know, online community service for Gary's Mod, just, you know, because I wanted to see how, you know, sandbox games would work. I didn't think that I would actually meet anybody. I do not remember his name right now. I'm struggling to remember his name. All I know is he was genuinely a very good friend of mine for the longest time, but we don't talk anymore, and that's probably because it's like, same case as Parker, where, you know, he's just kind of found, you know, bigger and better opportunities over someone like me, which is fair enough, honestly. I can't really blame him or say anything bad about it. But he's just, you know, kind of moved on. He's doing his own shit. He's met some other friends and stuff. He's got his own, like, life and shit. That's just kind of how the world works. Now, that doesn't have to happen to everybody, but still. Right now, obviously, because today is kind of an off day, and for the most part, I am going to label this stream tf2 casual / rant. It is very much just a ranty kind of like, if you set a kick on him and set the kick to idle, not no reason or cheating or anything, he won't be able to join in the same lobby. So next time he comes back, set the reason to being idle. That's what I heard works anyway. That being the case, it's more or less, I guess, just one of those streams where I'm just kind of like very reminiscent of like stuff that I used to have. Mostly, I guess, because talking about like how YouTube used to be, how streaming used to be, the people I had, the amount of attention I was gaining. Which I'm kind of glad that it's slowed down a bit, because at the time I was going through a lot of like really bullshit stuff. 4 really horrible things that happened. But we're not going to go into that because it's not like, you know, it's not a fucking, you know, pity stream or whatever the fuck. I don't really want that kind of attention or whatever. If y'all want to know what happened, I don't know. You can look in the fucking archives of, like, you know, the notifications or what the announcements section of my Discord, or I could probably do a video if people want to fucking know. I probably won't, Mostly because, for me, personal stuff like that, making a video of it for people to watch, it makes sense, and I did talk about my anxiety, and I did do a few videos, and I did talk about my anxiety because it was getting better and getting more manageable. That was progress. Whereas talking about, like, past experiences and other shit, again, if people want to know or learn about that, I can kind of see myself making a video for it, but only for the reason of, you know, people want to know. And you've had YouTubers do, like, Draw My Life, where they literally share everything about themselves. I remember when Draw My Life was, like, the biggest segment on YouTube, and it's like, oh, you know, you basically talk about when you were a baby, where you lived, your name, your parents, your living situation, how you grew up, what inspired you, all that shit. I don't think I would ever want to do any of that kind of stuff, unless I ever got to a point, excuse me, hiccup and a burp, I ate like an hour and a half ago, or almost 2 hours ago, and it's still kind of hitting me. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to do a video about it, mostly just because to let everybody know what's been going on, but at the same time, I don't want to, because again, personal information, that's not, it's not gonna really hurt me or anyone, for anyone to know, but it's more or less the situation of the internet is a very kind of like shitty place. It's anonymous. You never can, you're not gonna know who's who based off of what they say or do or their actions. So anyone could literally just make the claim saying, oh, you're doing this for that reason, or someone could literally just accuse someone of being a fucking child molester or a rapist, and there would be like a lot of allegations replying that, coming with it, and a bunch of other shit. So it's, again, whatever you want to make of it. If people, I will say this right now, watching this on stream or an archive, if you genuinely want to know, I will not be making a video about it. Well, I mean, I probably might. I'll consider it, but don't count on it, because I would rather honestly, well, I mean, ranting, you know, sharing stuff about my life, myself, and experiences, and stuff that I like, miss, etc. I mean, that's kind of part of what I'm doing right now, so I guess if you want to see it, let me know. Alright, there's two things that I need to read right now. Online Gmod, Dark RP server, admins be like, this is, no fun zone, no fun, or I'll ban you, and you gotta suck my dick and whine to come back. Hugh, how funny. You are not wrong on that. You're 100% accurate with that fucking accusation. You're right. You're not wrong. That's the sad part. Alright, let's see. Hey, when is the next time you're going to stream Don't Starve Together? Good question. At this moment in time, I have no idea. Also, hello to Pizza the Depressed Clown. I would say that I could potentially stream Don't Starve later on today. It is 8:06 p.m. right now. After the stream part, I'm sorry, my fucking hand is sweaty and I keep letting go of my mouse. I don't know. I could do one today if people absolutely, genuinely wanted it, but it's more or less the case of, I got you, which is one person that would obviously, voice crack, hell yeah, that would obviously say yes to a Don't Starve Together live stream. My friend V would more than likely, obviously, me and him played Stardew yesterday, and if I were to, you know, up and say, well, I might want to stream today again, and if I were to do Don't Starve Together, more than likely he'd probably join into that. He does not have to, but I'm 90% sure he would. If not for me asking, it more or less the fact of wanting to actually hang out and play games and shit, now that he's busted out his laptop and stuff. I'm very much tempted to do Don't Starve Together, but only because I actually really enjoy that game. And now, obviously, I was already asked to do Stardew Valley, and I am thinking about that, but in all honesty, if I'm gonna be honest, V, I have one small request. At some point, I would like to do a fresh start at some point, not anytime soon, mind you, a potential fresh start on Stardew Valley. Mostly because, I want to be honest, the file that I was with, or that I played with you and Kirby on, yeah, it's fun, yeah, it's great, but I kind of had to, like, cheat some of my levels in certain things to make up for the fact that I wasn't doing much, or I wasn't online playing with you guys as much. So I'm, like, a higher level on fishing without actually fishing, higher level on foraging without actually doing a lot of foraging, high level on a lot of other things. Like the multi-farm stream, or multi-stream farm. You mean like the one that we currently have right now, with like the streams and ponds and shit? It could be whatever farm you want it to be, with as much other people that want to join, you know, like Kirby or any of our other friends. But for the most part, I feel bad because I cheated a lot of my levels, and I don't want to revert on them, and I don't want to work on them right now, because of how long, you know, it's already gone into. Of course, I'll still play that file with you. I'm not going to obviously cheat anymore into the game, because I don't even have any of the fucking other mods. I only have Automate on in my fucking list. But, like, because of the sheer fact that I had to compensate for a lot of it, makes me feel like I haven't really earned it. Like a farm, you stream, and me and you hang out, or hang is what I mean, or is what I meant. I would absolutely love to do that. That would be fun, and I believe we did talk about doing that, but the current problem that I have is if we were to do that, we wouldn't be able to do voice chat. And the only reason why we wouldn't be able to do voice chat is because anytime when I get into a Discord call, my frames on OBS freeze. Even on a game that's like really small, like Don't Starve Together. I remember, I think it was Freeman that said that, oh, it's stuck on, you know, it's frozen on a frame right now. So that's the only really shitty part, is that, you know, it would freeze and that would be the case. I need to fix that. But if you're willing to do it in the way of, you know, just us streaming and you communicating through text chat, then absolutely, fuck yeah, I'd be willing to do that, because you know how long I've been wanting to stream Stardew Valley? And actually, you know, want to do it? Long fucking time. And every time I do it, it's like, oh no, I gotta restart because I forget which file is mine. Oh no, I gotta restart, I forget which file is mine. Oh yeah, I gotta restart. I forget which file is fucking mine. That bullshit. Aside from that, though, like, believe me, if I could do voice chat while playing stuff, I would love to. Honestly, truly, genuinely, it'd be better than just me rambling on by myself. Whereas normally, I'd at least have a break to just kind of be quiet and listen to somebody else talk, and have even more stuff to talk about. Whereas you having to type isn't really all that fair, or anyone else, because obviously, you know, etc., self-explanatory. But if that's the way it has to be for a little bit, I guess, fuck it, I'll give that a shot. We can give that a shot. You can host the game of it, or I'll host. It doesn't matter who hosts, but I'll 10 out of 10, I will stream it. That would be fun. And then people would actually be able to see me do the work and not cheat. Which is fan-fucking-tastic. Anyway, see. Is it okay if I be the funny WX Nokia phone fridge? Not sure what you mean by that, but I suppose. Like a farm that you stream and me and you hang... Okay, well I already read that. What's your Steam ID? Because mine is the same as here. Like I said, if anyone actually wanted to view my Steam for whatever reason, if anyone wanted to view my Steam for, I don't know, looking at my achievements, looking at my inventory, looking at my screenshots, community servers that I'm in, etc., or my artwork that I have on there, which is only one picture, if you want to view that, my Steam name is Ralsy, but there's over like 100 of those fuckers on Steam. So what I recommend you do is in the link, or in the description in my live streams and videos, is a link to my trade URL click the trade URL, and it should take you to, obviously, a tf2 trade. Or just a Steam trade in general. Click my profile from that trade, and it will take you right to my profile. Now, because I mentioned the trade URL there, I feel the need to mention that the only reason why I have a trade URL is because back in the heyday when I used to do a lot of tf2 streams, I used to have like a lot of support and a lot of people that would genuinely want to like randomly send me stuff on tf2. No fucking joke. I shit you not. I have like 3 or 4 people almost every other stream asking, or at least from when I remember, 3 or 4 people every other stream asking me, hey, what's your trade URL? I want to send you a fucking trade. I want to send you some fucking, items because you're cool. I like you. That is the only reason why that URL even exists in that area. It is just, I solely put it there so people wouldn't ask for it. Also, I appreciated the fucking thought of people genuinely, I appreciated the generosity, basically. And I took that generosity and I turned it into a positive manner in terms of, well, people would donate, like, items like, just good-looking cosmetics or somewhat expensive cosmetics that I couldn't afford to get via metal or keys. People would send me keys for an unboxing. People would send me, I had like one dude literally send me 2 unusuals in 2 different parts, or points. Oh, my cat wants out. Get out. Alright, goodbye. Alright, there he goes. I took basically the generosity that people gave to me, or showed to me, and I would do like, TF2 giveaways, where even if I gave away, 10 1-ref cosmetics or 21 ref cosmetics, a cosmetic's a cosmetic, and for people that don't really have much of anything, like free-to-plays or new players, or just, if there's a hat that you see that you would want, that you maybe don't have the metal to spend on it right now, then that was their way of getting it, and that was a way of basically giving back to the community that I also would like to get back into doing, depending on if I actually go up in relevancy again with a lot of the older, viewer base and potentially newer viewer base. Because right now, I'm obviously looked at as a Don't Starve streamer, because I've been doing a lot of Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together content. Now, that is not necessarily a bad thing. TF2 was what basically blew my channel up, and TF2 will always be on this channel for as long as I'm willing to put up with it, and as long as Valve is willing to actually keep it up. That being the case, let me read some stuff real quick. Okay, WX for DST, fair enough. Just to friend you, okay, let's see. Steam IDs and names are two different things. Can I get it, or can I get in contact with you through the group? Potentially. Steam names can be the same on multiple accounts. The ID is unique to the account. Like I said, go in the description of the stream. Click the Steam trade URL. It will say Steam trade URL. Click that URL. When you go into the trade, click my profile from that trade. It'll take you right to my profile. Not necessarily doing friend requests right now. So, unless you were just wanting to check out my profile, not really 100% guaranteed that I'm going to be accepting any friend requests from anybody. And it's not just you, it's just people in general. And it's mostly because, number one, I don't know how old a lot of the people that actually tune into my streams, or that actually find my streams. I'm not asking your age. Do not tell me. That is none of my business. But the thing is, I'm a 24-year-old male individual, and I kind of don't really want to add small children or anyone under 17 to 18. 17 if it's close to your birthday. 18 because you're a legal adult at that point, so it's fine. And it obviously, it's not for anything, it's not for any, like, weird reasons. It's just, I don't want to have my friends list blow up with, like, small children, or, like, preteens, or just, in general, you know what I mean. Now, again, it's nothing against you or anyone else. It's just, it's my personal preference. But again, you're more than welcome to like participate in the stream. It will have a password on the server, and the password is always going to be the word yes, all one word, all lowercase. And I suppose as soon as I'm done with this stream, once we hit the 2-hour mark, as soon as this game is over, I suppose I'll do a Don't Starve Together live stream. Potentially. Not so much a guarantee that I'm going to, but as is, I'm kind of thinking that, yeah, I could do it. Because it's a fun game. I got 2 more drops to get out of the 8. I didn't get my daily gift yet. I do want to play the game. The fact that there's at least 1 to 2 people that are going to be participating in gathering resources, playing the game, etc. You know, there you go. I'm probably also going to do a little nice thing for everyone on the server in terms of I am going to be turning on Add Shovel, which lets you dig up anything in the game and plant just about anything in the game and plant it wherever you want. I'm also going to be enabling the slot machine, so, you know, as to help out, like, you know, 2-3 days into playing the game, maybe use the slot machine, maybe you get, like, you know, a top hat, some silk, and a sewing kit. Maybe you get some, you know, berries and a berry bush. Maybe you get some charcoal and a torch. Maybe you get a walking cane. Maybe you get spiders, hounds, monkeys, etc. Like, stuff like that. That is a good and fun way, in my opinion, to actually keep the game a little bit more interesting, and it is kind of fun to see what you can get. Is it cheating in a way because you're getting items that you shouldn't get unless you're doing it otherwise on your own?
I'm gonna run down.
But in my opinion, it seems valid because, I mean, I'm using mods in general in that game, so for me it doesn't really matter. Before I actually continue right now, I don't really feel like I need to, but I am going to go ahead and quickly, I'm just going to be idle. If I get kicked, I get kicked. I'm going to take another one of my anxiety tablets. I'm not really feeling anxious right now, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit of something. So as long as it helps, as long as it's good to go, boop, we're good. Wait, do I even have water? Yes, I got a little bit of water. Fantastic. This is probably gonna make me fucking sleepy as a motherfucker later on. I guarantee you that much right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. There we go. Yep. And hopefully that second pill should do me some good. In terms of, again, helping. I can take up to 3 in a day, so, you know, if I feel anxious, I might as well stop it, you know, before it happens. Alright, let's see. Anxiety and bullshit aside, what do we got here in chat? Steam names can be... okay, let's see. But you can join games from profile. There you go, so that's a thing. Welp, I immediately found you in the group. Fair enough. I will join your group. Fair enough. Turn off the super box. It sets off my mischievous side. You know, we're not having the box anymore, V. Because of what fucking happened yesterday, we're not using the box. The box I only enable to move the fucking slot machine, and then nobody ever uses it or touches it again. You're the one who showed me that box. You were the one who boxed up the Pig King and moved him somewhere else. When we made a fucking, you know, comfy area with like pajamas and a fucking, you know, a fucking siesta lean-to, a fucking, a tent, lamps, lights, etc. It was like the most luxurious Don't Starve experience without actually having to play the game. It was just us basically building what we wanted, doing what we wanted, etc., etc. I think either you deleted Pig King or you used that box. I know that you or someone showed me that box, and I basically got it from someone. 90% sure it was you, but I could be wrong. Just delete the slot and spawn as better spot. No, I'm just gonna leave it by spawn, honestly. That seems to be fine.
Did they go teleport?
I'm also gonna do one small thing. I am going to be placing a chest as well as a sign next to the slot machine by spawn. The sign is so that way you can like teleport to there anytime. The chest is gonna have like multiple stacks of 20 blow darts in it. Make sure before you use the slot machine, get a fucking stack of 20 blow darts out, so in case monkeys come out, you can immediately kill them. Monkeys are assholes. I don't want them roaming around in the world. So if you could please remember to do that, there you go. Call it cheating if you want, and that it's like, oh, that's like to kind of like prevent you or like teach you a lesson, I guess. Because sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be bad. But yeah, I'd rather not, honestly. No monkeys. They steal shit, and I hate the fuck out of them. So we're not having that. But do not use them on hounds or spiders. Those you have to fight on your own. Have a spear handy is all I can say. Anyway. I honestly don't know what else to say. So I guess it's official now. I guess we are doing a fucking... We are doing a goddamn Don't Starve Together live stream fairly soon. Yep. I kind of want to wait for this game to end, mostly because of the amount of points that I've accumulated. I've killed 25 people, I've gotten 1 revenge, I somehow have 10 healing, I have 1,310 support, and I've done 7,769 damage, and I have 5 bonuses. Now, hey, how's it going? Nope, how you doing? I don't really want to lose the amount of XP for this, and the only reason why I care about XP is because look at my badge, goddammit. I want to see my badge flourish. Also, nope, in a little bit, as soon as this game ends, I'm going to be doing Don't Starve of the Together live stream, because apparently, I mean, that's just kind of what's going on, I guess. No, I'm saying this as a joke, not to be like mean or rude, obviously. Just saying that right now so no one feels bad. It's kind of gone the route of like, basically, you remember when I would stream anything else aside from TF2, and people would join my fucking stream saying, hey, when's the next TF2 stream? Like, when's the next TF2 stream? And then they'd, you know, either stay or they'd leave based off of that. Well, I'm streaming Team Fortress 2, and I've been asked, when's your next Don't Starve Together live stream? The tables have turned, motherfucker. The tables have turned. Now, again, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's funny, because people once wanted me to do this game a lot. Now, because I've been doing a lot of Don't Starve Together, that's what most people, I guess, expect or want to see of me. Probably because it's, like, really entertaining. Yeah, it is very ironic. Again, it's not bad. I don't hate it. It's fine. It's more or less just the concept of it's funny. I mean, obviously I'm still going to do TF2. I still love the shit out of this game. But because of Walter and his upcoming shit to the Constant, I did a lot of videos which gained a lot of popularity. Which is nice to actually upload a video and have it literally go from 1 view to literally almost 1,000 in only like 5 to 6 hours of that being up. To me, that was just amazing. And not, again, because, oh, I'm gaining numbers. Holy shit, look at this shit. You know, whatever. For me, it's more or less just the fact of I'm proud that I could actually reach anything higher than, like, 10 views per average per video. So that felt really good. The other videos I did weren't really to rake on the views. The other videos for Walter I did were, like, other things that I wanted to talk about, other things that were coming up. The fact that I was very excited for the character coming to the constant, and then immediately disappointed about the update and the shit and the content that we were given, for the most part, but still loved and appreciated it nonetheless. There was also the concept of... I thoroughly enjoyed making those videos, especially the stream videos. Not stream videos, but like the stream drop videos, like the Twitch drop stuff, like the stuff. Rose the Hedgehog, what's their picture? Don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to actually go and fucking find them in the list. Aside from that, but no, the Twitch drops. That was a fun video to make because it's content. It was content that I thought that, you know, like a lot of people would enjoy watching. Something that I wanted to do because, again, it was just cool. It was very, very cool because I had, again, items that I could showcase. Okay, I thought that was like a Sonic OC. It is not. Alright, we are good. Never mind. Yeah. Twitch drops. Cool. Interesting things to look at, especially if you haven't gotten them yourself. Nice to see in a video at least. See how they look, see how they work, etc., etc. It was very nice. I got a message, don't know who that's from, don't know what that's about, but I will check that in a little bit. That's gone, that's nice. Another video, again, don't know who or where that came from. Or did I say video? I meant thing. That is from V. What the fuck is this? Slingshot usable by all. Everyone can use the slingshot now. Also gives the ability to craft portable tent and the Pine Tree Pioneer hat. I will honestly fucking get that because why the fuck not, honestly. I like the ability of tents. Anyway, what was I talking about before? Right, Twitch drops. It was a nice thing that I can do, and it's like, well, people really like it, and I'm like starting to get in the flow of making videos. I kind of want to keep this going as much as I can for as long as I can before, you know, something, you know, may go, you know, shit. It could go good, it could go bad. The medication may be working, it may not be working, and I could literally go back to normal business, you know, fairly soon. And it hasn't done that. Let's hope it doesn't at all, knock on wood. So, aside from that, I made videos. I was happy to do the Salt Lamp Lantern video. That was honestly one of my favorites because I love that lantern immensely. I loved doing the Twitch drop ones because I'd never actually gotten to do videos on them. It was a good way to talk about shit, get ideas out, show off stuff, and, you know, again, gain interest, and potentially getting people to, you know, link their clay to their Twitch, or vice versa, you know, to try and get these items themselves when they come out. Because, although you do have to spend a total of 6... fucking burp or hiccup, sorry. You do have to spend a total of 6 hours to get all 3 items. It is like, you know, like 30 minutes to get one item, 30 minutes to get the icon, 2 hours to get the background for your profile, and 6 hours to get the item itself that the icon and background represent, which is fine. But again, it was mostly just to spark interest, and it was just to produce content that I figured people would enjoy, since it was Don't Starve, and people were actually like commenting on my video saying, "Hey, I really like this. I enjoy the content you're making. This is nice." And it's like, well, great. Now I actually can produce content that people clearly want to watch, and they're letting me know that they want to watch it and saying they like it, and I like it because it's a game I thoroughly enjoy that not a lot of people want to play. So that being the case, yeah, there's that. Also, Nope64, or just, I'm sorry, Nope, if you're still watching, my guy, if you want to join the Don't Starve stream, when I do it, you're more than welcome to, like, in terms of playing. Can't do voice chat because, again, it fucking, for whatever reason, shits on my frames on OBS. Still working on that. Don't really know what to do about it as of right now, but still. But you're more than welcome to join the game. The password is still going to be yes, all lowercase, all one word. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do, because part of me wants to do, like, because I've seen some of, like, stream archives from other, streamers on Twitch that do Don't Starve Together content, so it's like, where it's like, do I just fucking focus on gathering resources, and me as well as everybody else, or at least I have a general plan to build the base, and everyone else can, like, chip in and, like, build shit, or do I build the base or whatever? Because for me, I have no problem, handling the entirety of base building, but at the same time, that takes away from, like, what everyone else has to do. Because, like, okay, you're building base, what do I have to do? You can get grass tufts, you can get fucking pine cones, twig bush saplings, or just twig bushes in general, resources, like, you can never gather too many resources, but at the same time, I feel extremely bad that I'm kind of hogging all the base building, which is like it's a fun thing to do. If someone is like, oh, I hate building base, and because I have the fucking geometric placement mod on, which lets me basically, plant shit in the most, appealing way aesthetically, then 10 out of 10, I'll gladly do it. But I don't know which way I want to go yet. I do want to include, like, having other people add, like, some creative shit. Whereas, like, I can build my own base whenever I play with my friends or play by myself. Whereas, like, on stream, maybe it would be better if I let both me and the stream, like, the people that join in the game participate in base building instead of just having it be me in general on my own. So, y'all let me know what you think about that, and, let me know what you think I should do about that. And obviously there's a comment about something about streaming. I will address that in a little bit. Give me a second. Alright, now I'll get to that because I just died. Wait, can you tell me what time you're streaming DST? As soon as this game ends, which I have no idea when. And even then, I need, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to prep for it. I gotta change the thumbnail, I gotta change the description, I gotta have the starting soon screen, like, available to, up. I gotta get the music. I gotta get a bunch of, like, it's not a lot of work, but it definitely is a little bit of prep. I just gotta get a lot of stuff set up, which should only take me, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes to do. And then once I do that, then I can officially, like, start getting. Alright, let's see. To be honest, I didn't really learn how to build a base because you built it. Fair enough, honestly. So I guess we made our choice as to... Well, here's the thing. Here's the other reason why I kind of... like, with new people or teaching people to build base, for me, it's more or less the case of... It's not that I don't want other people to have fun or build the base. It's that... For me, I have the same issue that V has, where it's like, some people could build stuff, like, in the wrong place. Some people can put stuff, like, too close or too far. Some people might place more than one thing that they don't need. In all honesty, I mean, you're more than welcome to try. I'd like to build a base so I could learn. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I am genuinely still confused. The only thing I can really say is, the experiences that we've had with, like, base building and shit, or me building my base, I would recommend basically just take what I've done and, like, kind of, put your own twist on it. Like, where I have everything set up, I don't have everything too close, I don't have everything too far apart. I put things in a certain way, like I put my bushes, like my berry bushes, my grass and my twig bushes as soon as I, like in designated areas close to each other. I set up a little thing for a gobbler farm for like when picking berries and, turkeys come out. It is a strategy to get more meat and more stuff for, farm and base. But again, if you want to like assist and build base and whatnot, or build a few things, you are more than welcome to. Abso-goddamn-lutely. We can do that. I was a wicker main. It's a bad habit. I know it's a bad habit, but still. The geo-placement wicker losing their shit when someone puts anything down. Basically, yeah. For me, it's like, I don't want this to be in this spot that you placed it in. It's a little too far or a little too close, or it's a bit of an eyesore. I'm so used to my... Yes, hello. No, I'm good. Did you remember my knife? Did not think so.
I know AAD.
I'll write it on my hand in permanent marker before I go.
Alright, cool. Anyway, sorry, that was my brother. He came in. Also, we won, so hooray. Hello, Skittles. You're not getting in front of me, you little bastard, but I appreciate you coming in anyway. I don't know. For me, it's just more or less the concept of efficiency, not so much me trying to be a dick, but I guess we'll fucking figure it out and we'll learn as we go. We will learn as we go. Snort. So, that being the case, I guess I'm done with this stream for now. We've been streaming for like almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's 2:18. The time is currently 8:40, so I'll probably do like a 2 hour or so Don't Starve Together live stream. I have no idea how long it's going to be when I do it. It's just going to be as long as I can fucking stand and tolerate it, I guess. But we're going to do it. It's going to happen. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. That helps out a lot. If you want to join my Steam group or my Discord group, links are in the description. You'll be notified whenever I go live and upload a video and all that jazz. Steam group for notifications only, Discord for notifications, and to be social with me and other viewers and such. If you want to check out Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together, I believe there's a sale still currently going on. So, I would highly recommend you do that. You get a good deal on Don't Starve. All of Don't Starve's DLC, such as Shipwrecked, Reign of Giants, and Hamlet. You also get Don't Starve Together and the 2019 Starter Pack, as well as a free gift copy to give to somebody else once you pay for it. In general, if you buy Don't Starve Together, you get a free gift copy to give to somebody else. If you buy it for somebody else, they get a free gift copy to give to somebody else. If you want to check out Undertale or Deltarune, two good games in my opinion, links are in the description. I recommend you play Undertale before Deltarune. It's not recommended just by me, but also by Toby Fox and by a bunch of other people as well. Deltarune is a free download for PC, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. All three links are in the description. Have fun with that. You want to check out the people I personally work with, as well as Woodsy on Twitch. He streams often and uploads regularly to YouTube as is. He's a pretty good friend of mine as well, so 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you want to check out Beanbag or Sleepy Whirl, two good friends of mine. They make pretty good content, and they're good friends of mine as well. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Links are in the description. If you want to check out my friend Nope64, he's, again, a really good friend of mine. He makes tf2 content and other funny content as well. Hello to Spider King. I'm just about to end, but I'm also about to be doing a Don't Starve Together stream in a little bit, so you're more than welcome to join when I do that. He also made my YouTube banner and the current one that I'm using right now that I genuinely adore. And again, good friend of mine, 10 out of 10 would recommend. For whatever reason, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next live stream video, whichever comes first. It's going to be a stream, obviously. But have yourselves a good day. Bye-bye. See you when I do Don't Starve Together in, like, I don't know, 10, almost 20 minutes. I was going to recommend Don't Starve. It is going to be Don't Starve Together. I might do Don't Starve later on. If you want to suggest games, Join the Discord and suggest what you want to see me do then, or if I ever do an at everyone and say, here's a list of games that I'm playing. I could stream today that I kind of want to, and feel free to put your own input into that. I cannot stress highly enough, if you want to suggest content, that's the way to do it. So thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next live stream. Have yourselves